data management and business intelligence. Modern European retail is moving fast, right? And keeping pace means managing a whole lot of moving parts all at once. As retail directors, you're out there overseeing store operations, coordinating staff, tracking inventory, and trying to align your physical and digital demands. It's a heavy lift. Honestly, it probably feels like you're trying to put together a giant puzzle, but half the pieces are scattered across entirely different departments. You live this daily struggle. You've got all this incredibly valuable information locked away in your point of sale systems, your inventory databases, marketing platforms. But let's be real, these systems almost never talk to each other naturally. We see this disconnect constantly. And when your info is fragmented like that across different tools, it creates some massive blind spots. It makes getting a clear, unified picture of how your business is actually performing nearly impossible. You're basically trying to navigate a complex retail operation without a full map.
Think about this sharp divide we often face. On one hand, you've got your physical store operations, the daily foot traffic, shelf stocking, those immediate face-to-face customer interactions. But then, on the flip side, sits your digital presence, online engagement, e-commerce, digital campaigns. Keeping these streams totally separate, it really limits the overall vision of your business. Because if you can't easily see how a spike in online interest actually impacts your in-store foot traffic, or how your physical inventory lines up with a big digital promo, your decision-making becomes reactive instead of strategic.
So, what's the tangible solution to all this fragmentation? It comes down to bespoke API integrations. Now, instead of upending your entire operation, because nobody wants that, we just connect your existing tools. Your point of sale systems, your ERP, your CRM, and your e-commerce platforms can actually communicate seamlessly. The information exchanges automatically right in the background. And the absolute best part, your team gets to keep using their habitual software. We're creating a connected digital environment without forcing anyone to abandon the apps they already know and use every single day. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. What happens next? We centralize and normalize all that information. Think about all those scattered details: sales tickets, warehouse movements, supplier costs, how well a marketing campaign performed. By bringing all of that together, we clean the inputs, unify the criteria, and clear out the duplications. This kind of governance builds a truly coherent, unified base. It takes chaotic, isolated inputs and transforms them into a highly structured foundation, totally prepared for deep, meaningful analysis across all your stores and departments. It really boils down to this core philosophy. Every action leaves a trace. Every single sale you ring up, every inventory movement in the back room, every customer who walks through the door, they all generate valuable footprints. Now, an isolated detail on its own, it might not mean much. But when we interpret these footprints within their proper context, tying them to a specific time, a location, the surrounding actions, they paint an incredibly detailed picture of the broader commercial environment you're operating in. And that brings us straight to business intelligence. We look at it as the advanced, systematic procedure of converting all that raw context into useful, objective answers for your decision-making. It's really about moving away from running things on gut feeling or assumptions. Instead, you're stepping into a data-driven mindset, using objective criteria grounded in concrete facts. Business intelligence gives you the exact clarity you need to make informed, strategic choices about your day-to-day operations. Let's walk through a realistic scenario to see how this practically drives sales and efficiency. Imagine seamlessly combining online user interests with your physical sales history. So by analyzing digital interest, like what products people are searching for or viewing on your site, you can actually anticipate physical demand in your local stores. This kind of foresight lets you optimize your inventory levels proactively. You're adjusting purchases based on real, measurable interest, which helps prevent overstocking those slow-moving items, or worse, facing frustrating shortages of highly desired products. Let's look at another really tangible use case, focusing on the physical space through what we call phygital interactions. By safely using sensors and IoT devices, we can interpret visitor behavior entirely objectively. You can measure window display engagement, seeing what actually catches the eye of people walking by. Inside the store, in-store mapping shows you the real routes your customers are taking. When you understand the subjective foot traffic, you can evaluate conversion ratios and allocate your staff shifts much more effectively to cover those peak activity times. So, what happens to all this unified information? It gets transformed into actionable insights through custom dashboards. These tools take all those complex, dispersed details and turn them into visually clear metrics built specifically for your organization. As a manager, you can smoothly monitor the evolution of your business. You can track performance by an individual store, by sales channel, by product category, or even specific time periods, instantly checking your average ticket size, margins, stock rotation, or category profitability. The real power here, though, lies in the dynamic workflow these tools offer. You start simply by defining a business hypothesis, or maybe just a specific question you need answered right now. Then you interact directly with your dynamic reports. Because these dashboards are built around your specific needs, you can easily apply filters and segment the information to really drill down. You find the answers fast, and that leads directly to implementing objective decisions, empowering you to adjust your commercial strategies based exactly on what the information is telling you. Our approach is built entirely around modular and flexible solutions. We know that what your retail organization needs today might evolve quite a bit by tomorrow. So these services are designed to be independent but fully combinable. You just implement the specific services you need right now. And as your business grows across the European market, these solutions scale naturally right alongside you, adapting seamlessly to your specific operational momentum. A major differential value here is strong security and digital sovereignty. We treat your information as a vital commercial asset. To protect it, everything is processed securely on servers located entirely within the European Union. This structural approach doesn't just reinforce the protection of your assets, it smoothly facilitates your compliance with current European regulations, helping you maintain total transparency and control over your digital infrastructure. So, are you ready to lead your retail business with objective, data-driven clarity? Think about the future trajectory of your stores for a moment. Stepping away from guesswork and managing your operations with real clarity brings a totally new level of confidence to your management team. When you have a unified, accurate picture of your business, you're empowering your entire organization to focus on strategic growth, to elevate the customer experience, and to navigate the competitive European retail market with real purpose. Shall we talk?